Hello there, I'm Jorge Varela from thebuttonsmasher.com, and here is Caduce Campbell's review of Criminal Girls 2 Party Favors. Yes, for the first time in ever, I guess. This will be the very first review that I will be voicing, but it is not actually my review. This is Caduce Campbell's review. He's the editor-in-chief of thebuttonsmasher.com. You can go over there to the website in the links below so you can read the written review right out of the horse's mouth, but I'm doing the video review for him, so here we go. The short version of the review goes like this. If games like Final Fantasy, Persona, and Earthbound appeal to you, then this may be the game for you. It's a traditional JRPG at its core, covered in some delicious fan service. This is what we can consider the perfect target for social justice warrior. It's technical, dirty, tough, entertaining, fun, all rolled up into one package. This is not a game for everyone, he writes in big giant text. I made sure to write that in full caps with 2 exclamation marks for added emphasis. The sequel to the also controversial Criminal Girls is a great game for the people that like these types of games. It may try to avoid going too far so as not to offend too many people, but it's not fooling anyone. It's a dirty old sailor and I love every bit of it. So that was a short version of his review. Now he will proceed to talk about the long version, which goes like this. Criminal Girls 2 Party Favors is a JRPG developed by Nippon Ichi Software for the PlayStation Vita. This sequel to Criminal Girls Invite Only is very much a traditional JRPG in the way its core elements operate, as in its dungeon crawling elements, random encounters, gorgeous 2D art style, and its turn-based battle system. Like its predecessor, it may have a few nuances to other traditional JRPGs. However, all RPG vets among us are going to see are reasons to grind till all their characters are what you might consider above the basic enemies levels. Then proceed to the end of the current dungeon to face the boss, who will, and I say will, smack the living daylight out of your party to teach you the meaning of their title, Boss. The game has a really easy to follow plot about a couple of girls who are sent to the depths of hell, and your character who must guide them through something called the Reformation Program to ultimately clear them of their reasons for being there. There is, however, a twist. One of the girls in your group of 7 isn't quite what she seems, and this is one of the core elements of what makes this game so interesting. You see, the main ideal behind Criminal Girls 2 Party Favors is trust. The trust your companions have in you and each other, but when you're not sure who to trust, well, let's just say it makes for an interesting time. As for the gameplay, it should really be easy to grasp after a couple minutes of play. You will also find a few hidden complexities the more you invest in the game. In battle, you're allowed to choose one suggestion per turn to the girls on your party of 4. I say suggestion because they each present you with one option per turn for what they want to do. Then you decide which girl's the suggestion you want to use. You also use items, swap characters, or coach the girls during the turn, which adds a bit more to the mix. After you motivate them, they will gain access to more attacks and abilities, which means more suggestions during battle. These suggestions change depending on the girl's status and the status of the rest of the team, as well as her available moves. The girls are also able to use team attacks depending on who is in battle with them, so experimenting with different party members may mean the difference between a tough battle or an easy one. Outside of battle, you explore dungeons collecting items via treasure chests, which can be used in battle or sold at camps for CM. CM is the currency you use in the game to buy items or for motivating the girls. Once you have enough CM, you can motivate the girls using different methods such as spanking them. This part of the game system is where some people may find an issue. As for me, I just say, either you like it and buy the game, or you don't and just leave it alone. It's not a game for everyone and you shouldn't expect it to be. Just like I don't expect games like MOBAs to tailor their systems towards the likes of those like me who find no interest in them, while at the same time potentially alienating their core audience. This particular title has been censored a bit, which I consider unnecessary, but possibly this was done to avoid unwanted attention from social justice warriors. The changes are subtle ones, like the girls' audio during motivations being completely removed from the version we played for review. My hope is that there may be some DLC or patch that includes these removed audio files post-release. The final verdict for this game is, Criminal Girls 2 Party Favors is a game for fans of anime and JRPGs, period. It features a great 2D style, interesting gameplay mechanics, good fan service, and a cast of unique girls who each have their own quirks, like Lily's tsundere mannerisms or Yurine's klutzy but likable traits. They're all different, but not any more complicated than your typical anime harem archetypes. This I found to be very familiar and likable, something that other fans of JRPGs or anime are more likely to also feel. Those outside of these fandoms are probably not going to be able to relate, much less stomach this type of game. So if you're not already invested in these types of games, I recommend giving this one a pass. The rest of you, I already know you have your copy in the mail and are just reading this to pass the time while you wait for it to arrive. Thank you very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give this video a like. And of course, you can go to our website, thebuttonsmasher.com. We do news, we do reviews, and if you're a fan of podcasts, then be sure to visit that site because we have a lot of them. All of that content is created by really fun people that love what they do, so we highly appreciate your support.